You are the number one.
We're back. It's Tottenham v Man City live from Wembley Stadium. And a quick look at the teams. Tottenham going winning goal, of course, Luis. Then it's 2 Trippier, 6 Sanchez, 5 Vertonghen, 33 Davis in midfield, 15 Dyer, 19 Dembele, 23 Eriksen, 22 Ali, 11 Lalama, and up front 10 Kane. Quickly, Man City 31 Ederson, 2 Walker, 4 Company, 14 Labot, 18 Delph, 17 De Bruyne, 8 Gundogan, or whatever his name is, 21 Silva, 17 Sterling, 33 Zeus, and 19 Sane. And the game has kicked off. And after that game, we just had that Craven Cottage. Wow, hopefully we'll get another decent game here. Because the last time these two met, Man City absolutely demolished the Spurs. Goodang, whatever his name is. That's Gary Neville's pronunciation of that man. Man City wearing the old purple outfit, and can Spurs get hold of that? No, they can't now go out. But Sané's onto it. Can he get a cross in? No, he's in defence, so he's not going to put a cross in, is he? Man City running down their right side now. Now it's on to De Bruyne. Trying to play his man through, but he can't. Spurs still with it. Long up the pitch. And that's back with Man City with De Bruyne. A quick ball played. Is Sterling going to get there? No. Lloris is out and he boots it up the pitch, and that will go out for a throw in. I do not know what that advertisement is, as I cannot read that or pronounce that. It's for tyres. Kim Hall tyres. Here comes Sané, number 19, and a good challenge in. Right here saying, come on Man City. Of course, Wolverhampton Wanderers are now in the Premiership in next season. And one more defeat and West Brom will be swapping places with Wolverhampton Wanderers. Leroy Sané, 3 goals and 4 assists this season. And of course now Southampton are 5 points adrift of Swansea. 28 points for Southampton, 33 for the Swans, who look dead and buried but have somehow clawed their way back. And Southampton have just hit an absolutely dire form in the second half of the season as Man City come forward now down their right side. Could there be a cross coming in? Good defending from Spurs. Oh, it's a good ball in if he can get the cross in now. Sané hits the bar. Oh, hits the bar or post. Well, I'm going to go for a Spurs win. But Man City, how they didn't take the lead there. I think Sané can't believe it. Some good play here from Man City. And was a good ball out to Sané. First time here and bang! That crashes against the left post. Oh, I thought that was going in. And so did all the Spurs players and supporters. So Spurs let off the hook there in the first 3 minutes. Of course, they're back in next week for their Cup semi-final with the other half of Manchester United next week. And Company plays it back to Ederson. He boots it down the pitch. Heads up. Of course, if Man City win today, they are the Premier League champions. It was a bit like last week, and they were the league champions until they lost the plot in the second half. All the way back to the keeper. Oh, we have 38 in. Hello, how are you? So it's a good start to the stream as Man City now go forward down their right side. And here comes Sterling. He can take a few on. Bruyne. No, Silva can't do nothing there. Now it's with Bruyne. Puts the ball in, and that'll be cleared by Spurs. So Man City so far are dominating this game. You know, City have settled down much quicker. Back to Luis. So Laporte has played enough games to get a Premier League title. And don't forget to like this stream up, hit that thumbs up, and don't forget to sub to the channel. Also check out my Twitch channel, which has more football documentaries. And this Man City going to play from the back through the middle. Plenty of options over the Sanyo on that left side. He's cutting in, is he? No, plays it out. And number 21, Silva, is in the box. He's still in the box. Could be a chance for City, but good defending from Spurs. Ali on the ball. There's nowhere for him to go. He's going to have to take his man on. And it doesn't really work. And number 18 turns him. And Man City get the ball. Oh, ball given away. Is there a chance here for Spurs? Not like that. There won't be, and that'll be cleared out for throwing. Keep them numbers going up to 48. Thank you very much. Of course, when we do a live game, you know, we bring you the game as best we can. We are watching the game. We're not going to go off topic like other streamers do. Oh, could be a chance here for the Spurs, edge of the box. And Dyer very... That wasn't a penalty for Ali. Was a good ball here. Very good ball to Ali by Dyer. And even get Dyer's beautiful ball to Son. For the second goal against Chelsea. Ben Davies. Very underrated player for Spurs. And now go all the way back to the Spurs keeper, who kicks it out long. Of course, Ben Davies, another Welsh international, a very, very quality player for Wales. Could be a chance here for City. Sterling fires into the crowd. He's a sharp shooter, that Rami Sterling. He did miss 2 chances against Man United. That's a bit more difficult, but that was way off target. No, he's leaning back too far away from it, and that flies into the crowd. So we can't bring you any live coverage of this game on YouTube, as they come forward again with Silva, number 21. Just plays out to De Bruyne. De Bruyne will take a shot, and that is wide. De Bruyne's Bruyne scores a lot of goals against Spurs. It's a good ball by Silva, quickly picking out De Bruyne at the edge of the box, and he swings at this and he hits it wide. At the moment, Man City are the better team, and that'll go back to the keeper. So earlier on, it's all Man City. Spurs just need to get the composure and settle down in this game. We have 3 thumbs up. Thank you very much. Walker, the former Spurs player, with number 14. Back to Company. Company plays it long. Only finds a Spurs player, and he'll play it back to Lloris. He kicks it out long. Mills going back to Man City too quickly. And Davis gives away a free kick. Balls with Man City. Pep Guardiola can't believe probably that he's out of the Champions League after getting hammered by Liverpool. And of course they lost the FA Cup match to Wigan Athletic of all teams. And here come Man City coming forward. They've got Silva, but looks for Sterling. Sterling coming down the right. He's going to take Davis on and can't go no further, can he? And I think he's won a corner. Very well read by Ederson. Good defending, a bit far out of his goal, but he read the situation spot on. And now Spurs trying to come forward, but losing the ball far too quick. That's Laporte on the ball. Haven't seen much of him for Man City this season, but he's done enough to win himself a medal. And the ball's with Company. He plays it out on the right side. Back to Company. There he goes the other side. And his man plays a quick ball through. Can't find Silva. Now Spurs have a chance to come forward. No, they've been crowded out here by Man City. Now is a chance for Spurs. A quick ball played. Won't find Harry Kane. And that will go out for a throw-in to City. Ericsson, a very dangerous player indeed. Scored an absolute blinder against Chelsea. And still with Man City inside their own area. That's a good long ball play, but that falls to a Spurs player. But it's again Man City. Who's going to get first? Silva? No. Sterling to get there first. Back to Lloris. And he just plays it out to Dembele. Out to Trippier. Trippier plays a long ball. And again that finds a Man City man. And Trippier is down. Come on, Bukavilia scored that goal against Man City in the 1981 Cup Final. I would have been 4 years old. Of course, Spurs then got to the Wembley the following season against QPR, so haven't won the FA Cup since 91, but I have a feeling that's going to change by the end of this season. I think it's definitely going to be that Spurs name is on the cop unless Man United and Chelsea can do something different. Southampton, well, they've already played Chelsea today and lost 3-2. 14 minutes gone. It's been a pretty decent game here at Wembley Stadium. No goals. Ederson trying to play the Company. Company fouled. And here come City now, down the right side. Good challenge in. And it's Eriksen winning a throw for Spurs. On the halfway line, inside the Spurs half. And here go Man City. It's a bit scrappy there. But maybe Man City can come forward. Oh, at the moment, Tottenham finding it very hard to make progress against this City. City pressing quite sort of deep at the moment in midfield. Controlling the midfield. Eriksen. Dyer. And Trippier puts a ball in. And that's throwing the Spurs. Good challenge in there by Dyer. Oh, it's a good ball to Trippier from Eriksen. And the Porter does really well to get that ball cleared. Just shows you how dangerous Eriksen can be. Back out to Trippier. To Ali. And the ball's going back now for Spurs. Spurs out to Ben Davies. And Davies wins a throw-in. So still 0-0 at Wembley Stadium. Here comes Spurs again. Ali can't go forward. To Dembele. Was Tuesday night. We'll cover that one as they take on Brighton and Hove Albany, April the 17th, as Ali's on the ball. Eriksen. Trying to slip through. Good defending the game for Man City, closing the channel down well. And there could have been a foul. Is going to be a foul. And De Bruyne can't believe it. It's very quick Sterling to De Bruyne, and I'm not sure if that was a foul or not by Dyer. As Man City tried to counter-attack. Pochettino has won 103 of his last 200 Premier League matches. Ball with the Man City. Laporte back to Company. Company not going anywhere, just playing it infield, and that goes all the way back to Ederson, who plays it out on his right side. Now maybe De Bruyne can bring that ball forward. Goes for the middle for Silva. He finds Silva. He's got Sanio on the overlap. He finds him, and here goes. It could be a chance here for City. Good defending that from Tottenham, and now Tottenham can come forward. But Spurs lose the ball very quickly, but they win a free kick. There you Silva and De Bruyne are causing Spurs a lot of trouble. All just in there. Dembele. So the pair has a good challenge, and here comes Spurs. They've lost it to Silva straight away. Now quick can Sterling get there first. No, there's nobody in the box for Sterling, but Sterling will go it all alone if he can't find somebody. He's just sees Sanya. Shot for number 8, and that will go out for a corner. I'm still struggling to pronounce that Man City player, number 8. It's a good ball by Bruyne to Sterling. And Sterling sees number 8 at the edge of the box and he tries, but he wins a corner. So the corner's going to come in from the right. Man City being the better team, yet the score. Man City did hit the post in the first 5 minutes. It's again Man City coming forward, number 8. So you're going to play back to Silva. He's got De Bruyne on the overlap. Here it comes. Oh, it's missed everybody, but that'll go to Sani on the right side. Good. So Juice falls over, and then no, they don't. They've lost it straight away. Back with Man City. Sani to Silva. Back to Silva, number 18, and they play it back all the way back to Company. Number 14, Labot. Delph, back to Delph, not Sonia, no, to the middle. Number 8 plays it all the way out to that right side. Now to Sterling, to De Bruyne. Sterling can't go forward. We're very comfortable at the moment for Man City. Company chips the ball down. Oh, who's going to get on? It could be a chance here for Man City. 1-0 to Man City. Jesus with the through ball from Company, and he slides home. 1-0 to Man City. We got our first goal of the game. It was a beautiful pass from Company from inside his own area. It starts from the goalkeeper. He passes it out to Company. And then Company brings it down. Just pushes up, sees Jesus on the overlap. And there's Jesus to stay on side. Takes the ball and just puts it under Luis. So 1-0 to Man City, but the game's not over. That's a good goal. Yep, just as Dembele was about to slide in, he takes the ball and scores. Oh no. Good goal. Good goal. They have been a better team, Man City, so they have deserved this 1-0 lead. So that's 4 goals in the last 7 appearances. So Pep Guardiola making a good choice to put him back in the first team. So it's Jesus on 21 minutes. It was a good ball over the top from Company to find Jesus, and he ran onto it perfect. Don't know what's going on with the stream. Well, Pep Guardiola will not want to lose this game again from a winning position. And Spurs now 1 behind, but at the moment it is all Man City, and here come Man City again. Could be 2! Oh, what a challenge! Oh, I don't know what the referee's giving him. That's a good challenge in. Luis has been booked for yellow card. What for? Some beautiful football there from Man City in the right place to pass. Well, Sterling. Ooh, he does catch Sterling. I can understand now why he's given the booking. So Hugo Lloris gets a booking. And it's a penalty now to Man City. And number 8 has scored. It's 2-0 to Man City at Wembley Stadium. He smashes the right side of the goal. So 2-0 to Man City. A bit like last week. They were 2-0 up against Man United at the Etihad and ended up losing 3-2. But my word, Man City are not looking generous today. So quickly and so easy. So 2-0 to Man City. I went for a Spurs win. Well, it definitely wasn't a penalty. It was actually a free kick just outside the area. So 2-0 to City. So we're back to where we were last week. Man City are now the Premier League champions, the way things stand here at Wembley Stadium. Do Spurs have one eye on Man United next week? "20 minutes of the first half remaining. Spurs need to find a way back in. And they're coming up the right side. It's a good play. Davis to Ali. Good defending again for Man City. And then Man City can come forward. It's De Bruyne. It's a good ball. Out to Sonny. And there's Sonny, he's onside. It's a good challenge. And that'll be a throw into Spurs. No, it's going to be given to Man City. Company's down for Man City. Caddy Grove says, "Come on, City. Well, you're 2-0 up this time." I think what happened in the second half, City's number 8 hit the post, and then Man City stemmed from a couple of minutes later. Man United got a goal back, and then we know the rest. Ooh. Davis just got away with that challenge. Davis could have been just sent off for Spurs, but Ben Davies gets a yellow card. Yeah, we have got the trolls in today. Ignore all links. So we will get rid of all those horrible links that must not be clicked on. They're all scams. As we're up to 28 minutes, 2-0 to City. Now this was definitely outside. That was outside the area. Outside the area, and Sterling with his son. He could make it 3-0. A last minute challenge. So corner the City. Oh my word, City are looking good for their lead at the moment. It's a corner. Silva would take it on the left side. In it comes, headed away, but there'll be a throw into City. So this day trip to London, Man City, what the first team to win a league title at Wembley Stadium as things stand. More history in the making. As City come forward. It's a long kick away. Because next week we've got 2 games. Hopefully next week. Player down for City. Foul by Ali. Ball with Company, plays it through the middle, back to Company, out to LeBrote. He's got Silva, just passing the ball around, quite relaxed now, Man City. Ball played. Spurs not able to get into this game. I don't know what game plan Pep Guardiola had, but it's working to a T. 50 minutes ago till half time. And it's been a good watch. Unless you're a Spurs fan, I suppose. But the moment Spurs know the Champions League is all but that, well, 4th place is probably theirs. And they've still got the FA Cup to play for. But this game's not over yet. As Spurs try to come forward. A ball played over the top. Lamela, he goes for goal. And that is wide. Oh, Lamela, you should be playing Harry Kane through, man. That's a poor decision. It was a poor shot from Lamela, the number 11. Edison will just play it out to his right side. Ball coming down. Number 14 plays it back to Edison. He plays it out to Company. Company plays a long ball down. Is that going to find anyone? No. But Spurs put it out for a throw-in. Van der Tongel holding his side. Well, Man City now, number 7, Sterling. Van Donga heads that away. De Bruyne. He's muscling his way through. Silva plays Son through. Son played the wrong ball, but Silva, what a save by Leroux. It's still not ending for Tottenham, and that'll be a corner. Spurs all over the place. Lucky Sonny didn't take that first time, and that could have been 3-0. And what a brilliant save by Lloris. Corner now for City. The ball played in. Maybe Spurs could break. Maybe no, they're going too slow. Man City are catching up quite easily. Ali, and that's too easy, and that'll be back to Edison. And there was no handball there. And now Man City will bring it forward. They've totally dominated this first half. And they nearly made it 3-0. Also hit the post early on. Trippier with a throw-in. Trippier to the middle. Lallana tries to play it again to the Lama. Is he going to get in? No, he's offside. Maybe it is Harry Redknapp, you never know. Two 0 down. Can Tottenham do a Man United, or will Man City score more goals in the second half? Man City have been incredible in this first half at Wembley Stadium, and Ederson kicks it out for a throw into Spurs. Can Spurs get a goal back before half time and give themselves some sort of chance in the second half? Switched over, Trippier, and Trippier plays it straight to Ederson, and he gathers it and rolls it straight out. Still with number 18 for Man City. And they are trying to press Man City, but they're getting played. And now City are coming forward, running past plays like they're not even there. Sanchez. And now maybe Spurs can break. But they're being closed down far too quickly by Man City. Played out to Trippier now. To Lamela. Trippier. Back to Lamela. Ericsson. To Dyer. Sanchez. Back to Dyer. A lot of passing by Spurs here, but they're not getting forward. To Sanchez. To Dyer. Trying to get Dembele through. Down. Can ball put in. Is there going to be a chance here for Spurs? And no, dealt with. And Sonny beats Trippier and puts it out for a throw in. And there's a... Well, I don't know what the referee's going to do here. Having words with Trippier. To my eye, I didn't see anything wrong there. A bit of jostling or some rubbish. But Trippier has a throw in. Could there be a chance here for the Spurs? They got a chance. They can play. No, they've lost it, but they still got it, and that'll go out for a corner, will it? Certainly wasn't a penalty. Just thought it might have been a corner there. No, Ali. God. Fair play. Fair play to Lalami. Kept on the ball, but can't tell if that was a corner or goal kick. Certainly not a penalty. Long kick out by the Man City keeper. 53% to Tottenham in the last 10 minutes, but Spurs yet to create anything. I don't think they've even had a shot on goal. As Man City have the ball now. The boys in the purple doing all the pressing. A few jeers from the Spurs fans. Man City showing why they are top of the Premier League. Playing it through the middle. Just passing that ball around. Will we get the same reaction as we got last Saturday? Of course, Man City were 2-0 up, and somehow Man United came back to win 3-2. And here go Man City over the Sania from Delph. Nobody there for Sani. Gonna play out. Switching, Delph switches it. And can Sterling stay up? And Sterling wins a free kick. And Daly can't believe it. Is Daly saying that was a dive? Well, could have been a foul by Davies. Then again, it could have been a dive from Sterling. So looking at that, they're going to aim for the left side of the post. De Bruyne's on this, Sané's on this. And the last thing Spurs need to do is go 3-0 behind. There's a lot of boos. I think a play on the post would be a good idea for Spurs. Here it comes from Sané, and that'll fly and bounce into the Wembley crowd. Came to absolutely nothing there for Man City. Tomorrow, Newcastle v Arsenal at 1 PM. And then Man United send West Brom one step closer to the Championship. Where Wolves are now is where West Brom don't want to be, but I think West Brom have to accept that's where they're going next season. There's been another free kick, and Del Belly's pointing something out to the referee. And Spurs fans not happy with John Moss. Nothing there. I don't think that was a foul. Should have been advantage played. No foul there by Silva. And there you go, Man City. Here you go, Tottenham slowly. To Dyer. Dyer plays it to Ali. Trippier. All the way over to that left side now. Oh, that's going to be easily dealt with by Man City. And here comes, can find Silva. And De Bruyne battling all the way. And that's a free kick to Spurs. And De Bruyne can't believe it. And De Bruyne is going to get booked. 4 minutes to go till half time. And we have been totally entertained. So is this where Tottenham get a goal back? The ball's going to come in from the left side. And it'll be straight in there. Free kick. Will Harry Kane score? No. Dealt with very comfortably. And Sanchez tries to start the attack again. It was good defending that for Man City. Could be a goal here. It is. 2-1. 2-1 to Man City. Spurs have a goal back. Game on. Candy Grove says, don't bottle it again, Man City, as Ericsson makes it, gets a goal back for the Spurs. Got a question to defending there. So you've got to keep your eyes on Ericsson. He's a very dangerous player for the Spurs. And Ericsson scores again. Is the pressure back on City? Are we in for a very, very exciting second half? Chris Ericsson scores his 10th Premier League goal this season. And Ericsson also got Denmark to the World Cup in Russia. Just a shame about the team they beat to get there, which I will just have to forget ever happened. And Pep Guardiola throws that water bottle in disgust. And what can Spurs? Can Spurs level it before half time? Still with Spurs. Have they? From Tonga? Could this be? No, headed away. That was to Kane, but it's headed away by Laporte or Laporto. So corner now for Spurs. This is such a good game of football. And if JB Claret is also commentating, all the best, my man. And that's a strange corner, and the whistle has gone. So Pochettino still believes Spurs can turn this around. How much injury time will there be at the end of this first half? I'm going to go 1 minute. Ederson taking his time. No, he's taking the ball back. Is he going to be booked for time wasting? A lot of boo from the crowd at Wembley. So I've got this down as a Spurs win. But at the moment, it's Man City that are winning. As I said, the score stays the same after 90 minutes plus. Man City are the Premier League champions. And here comes Spurs. Oh, it's a good through ball. Is this where Spurs make it 2-2? Here comes the Llama. Can he get the ball in there? No, and Man City should clear it. 2 minutes of injury time, and Lamela couldn't find Ericsson. And the ball back with Luis. He plays it out the left to Davis. We saw the magic for 40 minutes from Man City. But Spurs took one of their chances and they scored. Their only shot on target in this first half, and Spurs scored it. And Jesus has just been booked by Moss. So coming up to the last minute of the first half in injury time, and Juice picks up his 4th yellow card of the season. And Spurs coming forward. And that'll be booted back down the pitch. Spurs can get it. Plays it out to Sanchez in the middle of the fence. He brings up a few steps, then plays a long ball over to Davis. I don't think he's going to get there. He does. But De Bruyne now comes away with it. Good pass back to De Bruyne. De Bruyne coming forward. Plays it in. That's easily dealt with by Spurs. And we're nearly at half time. Well, Spurs were absolutely struggling to do anything to their opponents. But we're in for a quality second half, that I do know. Ball thrown back in. The ball booted up the pitch by Spurs, back down by Man City. Sanchez plays it back to Luis. Half time. So Ericsson has got Spurs back into this game. The second goal, of course, wasn't a penalty. The first goal, what a ball by Company to find Juice or Jesus, whatever you want to call him. Anyway, we've had a good stream so far. We've had 45 minutes of superb football in London, and I'll be back for the second half. We're back. It's the second half. Is it going to be a repeat of last week? Either Man United were 2-0 down at the time. Hopefully we're going to get a good second half. And it's Spurs to kick off. We have 20 likes. The 10 dislikes. Thank you for the 20 likes. There's also a super chat if anybody feels generous. Anyway, good note. Man City. Already Spurs starting to attack. Could this be a change of the first half when Man City dominated 40 minutes of the game? 2-0 up. Of course, a questionable penalty that wasn't, as Walker takes his throw in for City. Last season he was a Spurs man. But Sanchez will pass that all the way back to Luis. I don't think there's been any changes. Davis on the yellow card. And it's Dele Alli. Kieran Trippier with the ball in, headed out. It's not Spurs have come out with a purpose. Spurs coming down that right side, and he has fallen over. And Lebot can't believe it. Bit clumsy on number 23, Ericsson. I know only we're given set pieces from that area. It might just be near the line, but it's a good position for Ericsson to deliver something dangerous. Ericsson just score goals. He also gets a lot of assists for Spurs. And he's about to assist in the equalise from this set piece. It's definitely Ericsson going to take it. There's another Spurs man there, but I'd leave it for Ericsson. He's the man. And the referee just having words with a few players. And it's Lebot again. Free kick going to come in. It's going to be Ericsson, of course. It's straight in there, whipped across. Good save from Ederson. And the flag's up for offside. It was a good ball from Dyer. Could have been Harry Kane offside. Up to 21 likes, thank you very much. And Spurs again got Spurs. It's Silva on the ball down the left side with Sonny, puts it in, and that'll be back to Luis quite comfortable. Well, I know it's only 3 minutes gone, but it's more Spurs in the first 3 minutes. Down to Davis on this left side. He plays it long down the field. Ooh, offside against Harry Kane. But it is 2-1 to Man City. As the score stands, Man City will be the official Premier League champions 2017-2018 as Walker brings the ball up his right side. Walker still going. A lot of boos now for Walker as he brought the ball forward. And it's number 8 to the middle. The 14. Oh. Little ball played into De Bruyne. Spurs looking more aware in this second half defensively. As Salama brings the ball forward and wins a throw-in. Silva tries to close down, but Spurs might come away with it. It's a good ball spread out. And Davis has got nowhere to go. Plays it in the middle to Ali. He plays it back to Dyer, or the Fatonga. And Sanchez to Trippier. Can they control it? No, Ericsson still gets it. Back to Ericsson. Spurs with more purpose in this. Oh, Spurs looking much better. And Davis couldn't get the ball in. And there'll be a throw into Spurs. Well, I think Company will lift the trophy for Man City. I wouldn't fancy Miss Swansea's chances from 2-0 down as that ball goes out of play. But at the moment they're beating the Spurs. Here comes Walker. Back to Walker. Company back to the keeper. Over to the other side now for Man City. And Spurs will win it back. It's now Spurs really starting to get on top of this game. Back to Ederson. And now Walker's got it. De Bruyne. And they've lost it again, Man City. Ball played through. Comes off Company's head, but no, they're not dealing with it, Man City. Oh, player down. That won't be a penalty. There's nothing wrong with your ankle. Well, it's not like De Bruyne to give the ball away. Well, player down for Tottenham. Should Spurs... Well, that was it Ali who went down? Okay, Company did maybe stand on his foot accidentally, but is that enough for Ali to go down? And should Spurs think about bringing their South Korean man on, Son? And Pep Guardiola now thinking things over 2-1 up. They've dominated the first half. First 40 minutes was all Man City. But this second half has turned into Tottenham's half so far. So the ball back now with Man City. Company going to play it out to Walker. He is. Walker's going to come down the right side. And they've lost it straight away. And here comes Spurs with Viduka. Or Vertonghen will be better. Man City again. Every time they come forward, Spurs are doing their defensive duties. And here comes Spurs again. Over to Davis. He plays it back. And now got all the way back to Luis. Still 2 under Spurs. Spurs passing that ball around a bit better in this second half. That's for sure. And that'll be a throw into Spurs. And Pep Guardiola can't believe it. Spurs. Here comes Spurs. That's not a foul. Good play by Man City. Now De Bruyne can bring it forward. He's not got many options. Gonna have to hold it up. He does. Plays it out to Silva, and Silva lets it run, but Silva's gonna get that back. That was poor from De Bruyne. Or was it Silva not aware of the pass? Here comes De Bruyne again, having to play it back to his number 8. Spreads the ball out. Silva. It's not really happening for Man City in this second half. And Spurs are not the sort of team you can hold out for the result. Long ball played, and now will come back. Yeah, that'll be a throw into Man City. Man City need to get the momentum back. Spurs need to keep it going. Another throw into Man City. The ball's back with Edison. And they'll go out for a throw into Spurs. How is this game going to end? Vincent Kompany, 5 seasons as captain, winning 6 major trophies as the Man City captain. And the ball's out on the right now for Tottenham. Brings it in field. Back out on the right. Spurs stroking this ball quite nicely around that lovely Wembley pitch. Vertonghen should get their first slides in. Vertonghen brings it forward. Over to Davis, number 33. He puts the ball in. And that's going to go. Oh, just keep it in. And Silva. And the ball whipped up the field. And Sanchez heads it out for a throw into Man City. Don't start this. Oh, you fucker. We'll be back in a few minutes, hopefully. So Man City whacking it forward. But there's still Spurs coming forward. Too long for Lamela. And can City take the sting out of the tail? But it's still 2-1 to Man City as we come up to the hour mark. I'm in trouble here. What's going on? Come on. Great. What's all... Oh, why in the second half? We are having trouble with the stream. Bloody typical, ain't it? That stream's totally died. So we don't have a match on. Oh, come on with the 34 seconds. Let's put the match back on. It was perking perfect in the first half. Second half it has to all go. Oh, unbelievable. I'm really surprised there's nothing on this stream. Oh, God's sake. Oh, cut out the adverts. Come on, there must be a game on. Good for 45 minutes. play a game. Why in the right? Can we have? Well, we're on 60 minutes here. That'll do. Oh, just play. Stop. And it's. Oh, well, we're having problems here. Can we just have the stream play all the way through? Well, it's Man City with Ederson on the ball. Ederson trying to go through the middle. Guardian, if that's his name. Now Spurs coming down with Walker. Oh, get lost. And here comes Man City. Silva. But that comes to nothing. Still with City though. But they're going backwards. Number 8. And he plays it back. Silva coming in for support. But he's going to go back up the field. Walker calling for it on his right side. Well, Man City not going forward. Trying to play it through again. It just comes back to them. They're holding possession. And now go back to Ederson by Laporte. Ederson bangs it up the field. Spurs are there first. And that's a good sliding challenge. Ericsson. And Sanchez plays it back to Lloris. Now Lloris chips it over. Good header on by Davis. But there's nobody there for City. And that is pumped back up. Falls back. And that's going to be a foul. No, Sanchez should get there first. He does. And Sanchez bangs that ball downfield. There's a lot of energy. A lot is saying, come on Spurs, come on City, here comes City. Oh, and that is well wide from Jesus to get his second goal of the game. He was through and goal there, Jesus, but he can't get his shot even on target. Bit disappointing. Well, substitution now for Man City. Well, I thought Sonny had a good game. And there's going to be a substitution by the looks of it for Spurs, bringing on their South Korean superstar. And he wouldn't be surprised me if Son was to score a goal. Especially with their solid link-up play with Ericsson. So it'll be Son and Kane up front. Behind them will be Ericsson, who can play anywhere in that midfield. As Spurs have the ball in their own half. Spurs trying to come forward but lose it. And now maybe Man City are through. It's the ball. It's Silva. He's got to play. It should be. Oh, that was poor. That was poor from Sterling. He's onside, Silva. Well, Silva should. Well, I think Silva made the wrong decision there. So still 2-1. And Man City had two glorious chances maybe to finish the game off and missed both of them. First one fell to Zeus and the second one fell to Sterling. Me thinking there Silva might have played the wrong pass. Should have played the pass earlier to the man that was already in front. And Son already having a battle with Company. And there'll be a free kick. And it's like Company's going to be booked. This game is getting better and better. And So here comes the free kick now. Ericsson to take it. Could it be super sub for Spurs? Ericsson takes it in from the right, headed in. Past everybody back in there from Davis. And Spurs still with the ball now. Dembele. Trippier. Ericsson plays a long one in, and that's into the arms of Ederson. Walker can't go forward. Delph tries to play it through. Now Spurs have it back. Daniele can't go far. To Dyer. Plays it to Sanchez. Out on the wide to Trippier. Son can't go nowhere. Back to Sanchez. He's going to have to play back to Dyer. Out to Trippier. Trippier only finds the City player. And there's a foul there, and that will go to Man City. Was that a foul on Sterling or Silva? It's definitely a double foul. Gunda. Play through. I don't think Sterling's going to get there. I think Sanchez has got that one. They both fall over. And Sanchez plays it to Dyer. Dyer plays it straight out but loses it. Man City back with it. Excited of another header. Heads up. And back to the keeper for Spurs. And can Spurs break? Good ball by Davis now. And here comes Spurs on the break. 3 players to aim at. Here comes Ericsson, still Ericsson, and he can't play through, but it's still with Spurs. Ali spreads it. That's not a good ball at all. Whoever's he, Sterling. And here goes De Bruyne. Coming up that left side. He's got number 19, number 2 there for Spurs, but he has to pass it back. Silva. Of course, this is a solid game of football. De Bruyne over, headed away, and the ball passed to Sanchez. Sanchez goes to Trippier. Trying to play through Spurs, but Silva's there first. Here comes De Bruyne. He's pulled down. That will be a free kick, and Dembele could be getting a yellow card here. We're up to 30. And boo to the 14 dislikes. De Bruyne going through the middle, and Dembele did bring him down. Could have been a yellow card there, but the referee's given nothing. John Moss did give a stupid penalty in the first half. Well, Silva and De Bruyne. Gundogan just a bit further behind that ball. De Bruyne certainly is not going to go from goal from that position, is he? He is. And he's not going to score. That just hit the wall. And Gundogan's got it now. He chips the ball over to the other side. Laporte. Delph. Gundogan, he's running through, and Spurs might come away with it now. Ericsson, that was poor from Spurs. Back with De Bruyne. De Bruyne, oh, that's a good ball to Sterling. Sterling comes into the right place, the ball in. It could be a goal here. It could be. It's gonna be 3. He's missed. How did Sterling miss? Oh my God. What a miss by Sterling. It was a good ball out on the right by De Bruyne. Sterling Plays the ball in. That's a poor miss. Sterling should have made it 3-1 to Man City. It's a corner now which De Bruyne will take. De Bruyne puts the ball in. And that'll go out for another corner. You say Sterling is just terrible. Come on, City. Well, let's just hope Tottenham don't bring on their Sterling. That will confuse things. De Bruyne with the corner. It's in. Good save by Lloris. 3-1 to Spurs. And this time Sterling doesn't miss. He scores. He comes in from the left and bashes it into the left. And I think this time Man City have definitely... You can call them the Premier League champions now. 90 minutes for Spurs to get 2 goals. Oh, what a good bit of play here from City. And there was Sterling just to smash home the rebound. He could have missed from there, I suppose. Good save from Lloris, but it's straight at Sterling, and Sterling doesn't miss. It was a good save. But fortunately Sterling was there first to react, and he smashes home. It looks like Sterling has just won the title for Man City. Can Spurs come back? They've got under 80 minutes to do so. It's been a very intriguing game. And Spurs trying to come forward now. Coming in, cutting in from the right. Dele Alli, still Dele Alli. He just plays it out to Davis. Back to Dele Alli. He's been marked. He's not going to go nowhere. That's not a foul. And De Bruyne comes away with it. De Bruyne coming through the middle. Back to De Bruyne. Playing it back. Well, if City don't win it from here, I'd be quite surprised. I do have a feeling that Tottenham might have had one eye on Manchester United next week. A long ball played. It's Fulham to Spurs. Spurs looking for a way back into this game. Dele Alli on the ball. Arms up. It's been played back to Sanchez. Over to Dyer. Over to Ericsson. Back to Dyer. And Lucas gets it, number 27. And he plays it back to Dyer. Is Dyer going to take a shot? No. Out to Davis. Back to Ericsson. To Son. Son tries to put a ball in. And City will clear. But they've lost it. But City clear again. And now City goes hands on there by Dyer. I'll stay back to make it 4. Here goes Sterling. Could be 4-1. Oh, just wide of the post. It's a good ball to Sterling. Sterling chased it down. Sanchez stuck with him, and Sanchez just got in the way there. That's definitely a corner to Man City. Good defending there by Sanchez. If Sanchez wouldn't have made that, Sterling would have got his second goal of the game. We come down to the last 50 minutes. De Bruyne. And there's a substitution for Man City. The first goal scorer, Jesus has come off. And he has been replaced by Bernardo Silva. Here comes another corner from De Bruyne. In it goes, headed away. And that is played over by Walker. Now be a throw into Spurs. City at the moment have one hand on the title. But can they confirm it tonight at Wembley? And they will be the first team ever to win the league title at Wembley. It has never been done before. So history in the making for Man City. And Man City are coming forward. And that's a foul. Free kick to Spurs out on the right side. And Lucas is down and Delph's going to get a yellow card. And he's saying, what for? So Fabian Delph has got a yellow card for City, and here comes Spurs looking for goal number 2 to get it back to that's poor, and Walker deals with that and then goes back to Ederson. This is such a good game of football. Keep those likes coming in. Let's beat the dislikes. And Spurs now on the ball. Did they go so quick for... Here goes Davis. Not able to go down there. He has to go through the middle and just hit Silva. Header away. Another header. And here comes Spurs. We've got to score quick. And that's not a foul. A man said he could break here. De Bruyne on the ball. But luckily that's down the middle and falls to a Spurs player. Can Son go anywhere? No. And Davis is there first. He strikes the ball into the... that's a poor ball. Well, man's Tottenham unable to settle now. De Bruyne. That's a good ball. Sterling now. And an easy challenge, but there'll be a free kick to Man City inside the halfway circle in the Spurs half. Walker, and he'll pass it back, and they'll go back to Ederson. Well, Jack Wilson says if anyone spent the same money as Man City, then obviously they would win the league. Well, they spent the same amount last year and didn't win the league. But I think Pep Guardiola knows how to deal with these players. Money doesn't win titles. You still need to play as a team. They say PSG tried to buy the league, the Champions League, and they went out in the second round. And Spurs might be able to come forward now. And can Trippier do anything here? It's back up the line. The ball comes in and it's headed away. This has been a very exciting game of football, and there was also a great game down at Craven Cottage in the Championship between Fulham and Brentford. Brentford scoring with the last kick of the game. And the Bruyne won't get to that. Or could be a chance for Man City to break. Bernardo. Oh, they still on the ball. Sterling, he's got Bernardo up with him. He ain't going to go forward against Sanchez. Solid defending there from the Spurs centre-back Sanchez. Because Sanchez coming into the team this season and he's been very impressive for Spurs. They didn't even let it go for a corner. Quality defending that from Sanchez. Very impressive in defence. City have got it in defence with the former Spurs player Kyle Walker, but he can only put it out for a throw-in. Taking quick Dele Alli to Sanchez. Through the middle to Dyer. Dyer plays it out and that doesn't find anybody. I think his target there was Ali, but he only found a purple shirt. And there's a chance here for no, it's falling again to Man City. And here comes number 20, I think, there for Man City. Bernardo Silva. To David Silva. He's got Walker. Not going to go. They're going to play it back. Can Tottenham come back from 3-1 down in the last 9 minutes? I wouldn't have thought so, but you never know. To Gundy. And he just plays it out again to number 30. Back to Gundy. To Bruyne, playing it back. A long ball played over to Walker. They didn't find him, or was he looking for Silva? Now it's with Walker. Over to Silva. And Silva just plays it out to his defender. Now out to the left side. City holding the ball now pretty better, and that's out to the Bruyne. Still with City, De Bruyne. No urgency here from Man City. Quite happy to hold on to this 3-1 lead. Should only be, 2 or 3 minutes of injury time, but you never know. And there could be a chance here for Spurs. Man City have lost the ball in a dangerous area. Dele Alli, can he shoot for goal? And that goes wide, but it's definitely took a deflection. That will be a corner coming off Company. I feel if Spurs get a goal back, this game is not over. Would he have scored if that didn't hit Company? I don't know. I can't really tell from that angle. Well, here comes a chance for Spurs from the right side. Ball put straight in there, straight into the arms of Ederson. Rolled out quickly to Sterling. And Sterling got De Bruyne. He's cutting in from the left. That's a good challenge in. Good challenge by Lucas to number 27. Another substitution for Spurs. Well, it's Dele Alli coming off. Not one of his better games for Spurs. And Sacco is coming on for the Spurs, number 17. And time is ticking down. Man City will be Premier League champions if the score stays the same. And Sterling trying to keep it on his feet, but it's now back with Sanchez. And back with the Spurs keeper now. He rolls it out to his centre player. It goes back to him. Now to Sanchez. Sun, the number 7, to Dyer. And that's not going to get there, I don't think. But he does. Lucas, number 27, from Dyer's pass to the right. Can he beat Delph? And he can't. He has to play back upfield to Son. Is Son going to take a shot? No, he's not. And Harry Kane has been 100% quiet for Spurs in this match. And Sterling, that's well back by Trippier. And who's the free kick been given to? And that's back with Davis, and he has to play it. Can't go nowhere. Back to Dyer. Cease. Spurs passing it around. Time ticking down. Well, Spurs still in the FA Cup next week against Man United. Here goes Spurs. There's a spare player over. Son. Can Chrissy Ericsson do much? No, he passes it back to Son. Ball comes in. No, that hits the Man City player and comes back out. And De Bruyne clears up field. And Sanchez, no. With the ball now with Sanchez from Vertonghen. My voice is starting to go a bit. Here comes Son. His Son going to be able to take a shot. No, he chips it over. And that goes out for a goal kick. Well, Spurs did come out flying in this second, but eventually Man City got a grip. Missed two glorious opportunities before Sterling put in the rebound from a save from Lloris. 22 likes, thank you very much, and thank you to everybody who's contributed to the chat as Ederson slips, but City keep it in play, only for Spurs to control it in defence. And here comes Spurs again, coming through the middle, a long ball played over. And Lucas keeps hold of it. Can he get a cross in? Lucas got to take a few players on. Chance for Spurs, and that goes straight into the arms of Ederson. Not one of Eriksen's better shots. Well, Lucas had a lot to do there as he ran into the box. Someone managed to find Eriksen, and Eriksen, well, not a great shot. Too easy that for Ederson. Ederson proving to be a top keeper for Man City. It's pretty obvious that Joe Hart will not play for Man City ever again. And here come Tottenham again, down that right side. To Sanchez. So Tottenham will be playing Brighton on the 17th, then Watford on the 30th, and West Brom, of course, next week they play Man United after they played Brighton. For Man City, it's only Swansea, West Ham and Huddersfield, so to be honest, the last three games look easy as can be. And Son now down the left only passes it back. Davis, Eriksen, out back to Sanchez, out on the right side. Well, Tottenham dominating things as Dyer has the ball. And the ball played over. And Lucas judged to have committed a foul there. And it's Laporte down. He's done enough to win his medal. It's going to be another substitute for Man City. Pep Guardiola still looks concerned as De Bruyne has been substituted. And on comes Yaya Toure, or Toure Yaya, call him what you will. Number 42 still at the club. Well, I wouldn't think there'll be much more than 2 to 3 minutes of injury time. And the Man City fans doing that famous celebration. Because originally it was not their celebration in the first place, but it's fair to say Man City will be crowned Premier League champions. Good ball by Lucas. No, Cisco can't do nothing with that except. Was that going to be a corner of Spurs? That's a good sliding challenge in. How much injury time have we got? It's been a... Pep Guardiola really wants that final whistle. As for Pionchi, he won't care. He'll just get on with the next game, which is against Brighton, which Spurs should easily win. And then next week they play Man United. A chance to get to their first ever FA Cup final since 1991. 4 minutes of injury time. We've had 2 fantastic games today. One then at Craven Cottage that finished 1-1, which sealed Wolverhampton, which confirmed that Wolverhampton Wanderers will be playing in the Premiership in about just under 4 minutes time, it will be confirmed that the Premier League champions for the 2017-2018 season are Man City. Sanchez just passing it out to Trippier. Trippier back to Sanchez. He's going to, no, it goes back for Trippier to Dyer. They're still not off. Now trying to find Davis. Davis might be able to run it down a bit. Won't be finding Ericsson, so he'll have to go all the way and put a cross in, and he wins a corner, coming off his former teammate Walker. So who is better for Spurs, Carl Walker or Ben Davies? Well, here comes Ericsson with the corner. There's no question his ability. He did score the first goal for Spurs when they were 2-0 down, and there's nothing there for Spurs as that corner comes in. But can Lucas get the ball back in there? He shoots for goal. Brilliant save. The ball comes back, and that'll go out for another corner to Spurs. It was a good effort there from Lucas, but what a save there from Ederson. Lucas turns, takes another step, then Sully a shot, but yeah, Ederson wasn't going to have no problem saving that. The ball comes in from Ericsson, but Ericsson can put it back in from the right, which he does. And number 8, good one, just punts it out, but Spurs have the ball. Time ticking down now. Can Man City break? Sterling, and I think Lloris will come out and claim that. Plays it for Tonga. I'm not sure, is it Sanchez? No, it's Cisco playing it out on the right. And here comes Spurs again. Spurs hoping to get maybe a second goal. Out on the right now, Ericsson. And Ericsson tries again, and that will fly into the Wembley crowd. 22 likes, thank you very much. Of course, thank you everybody who's dropped by, contribute to the chat. We are in the last minute of injury time. So it's nearly confirmed. Ederson takes the goal kick. Oh, could Sterling be? And that's good defending from Sanchez. Solid defender for Spurs. Well, Spurs definitely beaten by the better team today. Man City had 3 awful results in a row, but they've turned it around. I don't think Spurs have been losing any sleep over this game as Ericsson takes this final set piece for Spurs, and this will be the end of the game. And Moss blows for half time, and it is confirmed the Premier League champions 2017-2018 are Manchester City. So they've won the league title. For Spurs, it's Brighton on April the 17th this Tuesday. Then this time next week, they could be in the FA Cup final for the first time since 91. And that's me done for Saturday. Anyway, thank you to everybody who's contributed to the chat, giving me likes and all the rest. Thank you very much, and congratulations to Man City on winning the league title. And I'll say good night. I'll see you tomorrow.